Hello, I'm Helen from Journal with Purpose and welcome to my latest YouTube video. Today I'm going to share a flip through of my junk journal pages from January. So just a quick video today. I'm quite busy because I've been working on lots of other projects, but I thought it would be fun to share the pages that I created during the Junk Journal January challenge. So this book's definitely getting nice and chunky now. And the first page that I completed was actually my day on the Junk Journal January, and I shared a tutorial for this back probably a few videos now on my YouTube channel, so if you want to have a go at this, there's a tutorial there. I had so much fun during this month, really spending lots of time in my junk journal and trying out different things. A lot of the printables that I used were from Pink Monarch Prints and they're absolutely gorgeous. And I've played around with things like gesso through one of the stencils from my product range to just add a bit of extra decoration there as well. And I really like making sure that I've got some space to be able to add journal writing to my pages, even if it's just a little bit. So for this one I did a collage and then some stenciling with, I think it was the Vintage Photo brown ink, and that's on top of coffee dyed papers. And I've got a little decorated tag here. And I just love using lots of little bits of ephemera, anything that I can find for decoration. And when I made this journal, I used all sorts of different papers. So it's got coffee dyed papers, magazine papers, jelly print papers, all sorts in here. So again, here I did some collage and I added some Inca Gold paint so that I got that shimmer effect on there. For this day, I created a little tuck spot and added a journaling card in there. And that one was with just an old book page underneath. And for the intricate prompt, I decided that I really wanted to kind of make things simple for myself. It must have been quite a busy day, but I thought that dragonflies are beautiful and so many intricate patterns in their wings. I love it when I've got prompts and I can just think around them a little bit and think about how I can bring them into my journals. So for here I've got a pocket and then with a tag inside where I added lots of journal writing. And that's glued down on a jelly print. For the throwback prompt, I decided to look at things that were happening during the year of my birth, and I found that so interesting actually. There's lots more I could have written down, but yes, it's quite fun to have a page all about that in here. And then this prompt was all about hobbies, so I've got lots of things I love doing alongside journaling, a wide range of crafts like sewing, embroidery, sketching, painting, cooking, all sorts of things, so it was really nice to document those. This day was the barcode prompt, so I used an old credit card and dipped it into black acrylic paint and just kind of used that to, well, I dragged it to kind of stamp along the page to give that barcode effect. And I actually completed that during the Junk Journal January Zoom hangout. I'm not sure how many of you were there. I know lots of people joined in. That was a lot of fun. And then for here I did a little fold out with a note to keep smiling. And here another decorated tag. I really enjoy adding tags into my journal pages. It just gives that little interactive element. Moving forwards, I think that was a map prompt, so I just tore a map out and put it across the page and left myself a little bit of space for writing. For the texture prompt, I used some texture paste through a stencil and added that on top of that patterned paper. For experimental, I'd just taken a Wanderlust class which was all about pastels and been able to water them down and use them as paints, so I decided to include that on my junk journal page. And well, I can't remember the prompt for this one, but I've put old book pages and new supplies. Maybe it was old and new, something like that. Some of these magazine pages that I used were so beautiful, so I've tried to leave as much of the design as I could around the outside and put my writing here. And these images were cut from some London Gifties tape, and these were as well. And again, I loved this magazine page so much with Broom the Little Witch. So again, I've just popped my journal writing up there and kept as much of the background visible as I could. For this day, it was one colour. I kind of cheated because I already had that beautiful, pretty background, but I used one of the stencils from my range and put some, I think it was either white acrylic paint or white gesso through it. So I only used one colour for decorating. And then earth tones, I did some little paint swatches from my watercolours around the outside. And again, another magazine page. I think that was from a gardening magazine. And yeah, that then brings us pretty much to the end of the pages I completed during Junk Journal January. Yeah, that was the close, just saying how much I enjoyed being a part of that collaboration. Just a really lovely way to start off the new year. So kind of a huge thanks to Meg Journals and Get Messy Art for bringing all of that together. Just thought it was so much fun. I haven't actually done much in my junk journal since then. It's just been a really busy time so far in February. I've got lots of projects on the go, which I'll tell you about probably over the coming weeks, but I love having those, and I'm hoping by March to be back in here using it on a regular basis. Well, I really hope you've enjoyed seeing that, and that maybe it's given you some ideas for your own junk journals too. I also want to say a massive thank you to everybody who's joined me over on Patreon. Well, thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you're doing really well. I look forward to speaking with you really soon in my next video.